Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a pretty large haul, especially large for my channel and that I'm on a low buy. Not all of this is for me. I think this is the first video I'm filming since I hit over 500 subscribers, and now I'm over 600, and I have been blown away by all of the support stemming from my graveyard project pan that I created and am collabing with a whole bunch of other awesome ladies. I am keeping my 1K giveaway in mind. I don't know if it's going to take another year for me to get to 1,000. I don't know if it's going to happen next month. And as somebody on a budget, I needed to plan ahead, and I thought the sale was the perfect opportunity to pick up something for you guys as well. Now, if you want to know more details about my low buy and how I'm allowed to purchase all of these things, because I did not actually break any of my rules for my low buy. I did not buy anything that I wasn't allowed to or supposed to. So if that's a little confusing to you, my next video is going to be my most recent update for my makeup rehab series where I discuss such things. But until then, I will link up my last one where I discuss what happened in March. So the makeup rehab episode that is going up next is in regards to my April spending and so on. So at the beginning of the month, I discuss how my low buy is doing and what happened in the previous month. That is a long enough intro for this haul. I'm really happy with what I have. So the first thing I want to talk about, I didn't actually purchase in the sale. I purchased in April, but it's from Sephora, so I thought I would include it. And that's the Briogeo Mystical Minis, and it has a mini of the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask and the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. This is kind of breaking my low buy rules, but not really, because I was going to buy the Briogeo Scalp Revival in the full size tub, which is over $50. And this set, I had never tried it before, I do want to mention that. And this set was $23 Canadian dollars. I am in Canada, so if those seem a little high to you, that is why. That probably puts it at about $19 or $20 in the States. And then I get to try 2 products. So I wanted to try this out before buying the full size at over $50, but this was a really good deal to get these products together. I already know I like the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I think I already have 2 other smaller sizes, so this is not going to go to waste in my collection, and this I'm really excited to test out. I have a really dry, like itchy, irritated scalp. I deal with dandruff only occasionally, like it's just kind of, I don't know, it's itchy. It doesn't necessarily flake away all that much. So I want to try a scalp exfoliating shampoo, and I've never tried any kind of product like this before. Then I went in store with my mom. She wanted to pick up a few things and use my discount. I am VIB, so it was just 15%, but 15% is better than nothing. And I put on my IG stories which Sephora favorites set intrigues you the most. And they currently have 2 sets out that have all cruelty-free products, which is amazing because the Sephora favorites sets are so fun to buy, even for me when I have a lot of makeup. But now that I'm transitioning to cruelty-free beauty, most of them I can't purchase, or like I don't want to purchase them even if I'm going to hand off the makeup that's tested on animals. I just don't want to support those brands at all. But there are 2 out right now, a Lash Stash To Go and the Festival Favorite. So all of the products in here, to my knowledge, are cruelty free. If I am wrong, please let me know and I will return this. But we have Amika, Bumble and Bumble, Herbivore, IGK, Milk Makeup, Way, Sol de Janeiro, Stila, Tarte, and Verb. And again, to my knowledge, I believe those are all cruelty-free brands. I picked this up for you guys. I'm going to put this in my 1K giveaway. This has a lot of products that I really want to try, but there are also a few products in here that I already have. So the value although it's still probably worth the money to me as well. I thought this would be a great set to give to you guys. So you have a little case in here, lots of hair care, skincare, and makeup products, and I hope this makes you guys really happy. And I really wanted to purchase the Sephora favorites, not just because I think they are great gifts and I love buying them for myself as well, but I want to like put my vote in to Sephora with my dollar and say, hey, we want more cruelty-free sets like this. Next, I have the order I placed online, and it's just this small box, but they jammed everything in here really tightly with they have like one sheet of bubble wrap. Nothing is broken, so it doesn't really matter. It was just that much product in it that they didn't wiggle around very much, and it's surprisingly heavy. Now again, this does not break my low buy rules. I'm going to start off with the most boring things. I did get 2 samples of things I wanted to try. The Belif True Cream Moisturizing Balm. This is something I want to try out next winter. It would be too rich for me right now. And then I have the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. I believe both of these brands are cruelty-free. Juice Beauty has a little stamp on it. I think Belif is one of those brands that is a little bit of a gray area, so I'm going to have to do more research on that, but those were free samples. This is the haul of sprays. I have 3 sprays. Sorry, that was loud probably. I have 3 sprays to share with you. The first, ooh, this leaked. Okay, it must have been contained in the bubble wrap, which is part of the reason they probably put it in there. I'm gonna have to clean this up. My hands feel really weird now. This is the Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I wanted one that smells really fresh. I am completely out of all of my skincare type facial mist. So I personally like to use a facial mist as a part of my morning skincare routine, as well as throughout the day, especially coming into the hot summer months. But I was completely out of that entire category in my skincare routine. I have been for quite a while, but I was holding out on the sale because I can't find this in stores anywhere near me. Again, I'm in Canada, but this is sold on the Sephora Canada website. So I'm really excited to try this out. Now I've got the bubble wrap on it. But this is a really good value for the size of it. It's 8 fluid ounces. I finally got my hands on the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. Again, Morphe is sold on the Sephora Canada website. Very limited selection of products. I think there's about maybe 2 dozen at the most. But I have been working through my setting sprays. I am running low on that category in my collection. But again, all my reasonings will be coming up in a future video. But this has been like the most talked about setting spray of 2018. I swear it was in so many people's Best of Beauty 2018. And I just want to give it a try. I'm really curious about the like aerosol spray. I've never used a setting spray like that before. Let me know if you want specific reviews on anything, if you want me to do a follow-up haul with full reviews on everything I purchased. I'd love to hear your feedback. And the last spray product I got is from Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Primer Water, but this is the So Chill Coconut one. It's in collaboration with Nicole Concealio, who I don't really watch anymore. I can't even get into this. But late last year I used up my primer water, and it's one of those products, this is 39 Canadian dollars. I was like, I can do without it. It's okay, it's more than water, but I don't need it in my life. Well, it's been like 6 months, and I honestly missed it so much that I wanted to pick up another bottle. And I really wanted to try the scented ones. I want to try this one and the So Greens one, but because I got the like fresh green scent in the Badescu, I thought I would go with coconut for this one. How coconutty does it smell? Okay, that actually smells really good. Not as fake coconut as I was expecting. I think that's going to be a really fun scent to spray in the summertime, especially although these bottles do last me a really long time. Okay, this product took me way longer than I care to admit to open it. So I needed a moisturizer that would be good for me in the summertime. I have disgustingly oily skin in the summer, and none of the moisturizers that I have on deck right now are going to work for me. Okay, the cap of this looks disgusting. There is some discoloration on the outer part of this packaging on the top, but it looks fine. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. Let me tell you what this is. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer for oily to combo skin, and it contains watermelon, hyaluronic acid, and antioxidants. Doesn't that sound delicious? This was $50 for 60 mils, which is more product than a typical like regular sized moisturizer. This is not a deluxe like a value size or anything, and that is why I got it without doing a ton of research on it. I was just kind of browsing. I used the Sephora app and I filtered through like my skin type, what type of formula I like, so gel based moisturizers in the summer, and then I went and took out all of the brands that test on animals, and there was a lot left that I was really curious about and wanted to try, but something caught my attention about this one. It was only like $3 to $5 more than the other ones that I was kind of looking at, like the Tarte, the Ole Henriksen, those types of brands. And then I noticed that this has 60 mils and the other ones had about 50. So this is actually cheaper per mil. Not that like there's that big of a difference, but it just sounded really good. I should have maybe looked up reviews, but this is a product I'm going to integrate into my routine right away, so I can really make sure that if it breaks me out, I can switch it, like I can go return it for my money and get something else, because I really do need a moisturizer for the summer. Oh my gosh, this smells like the watermelon Jolly Ranchers. I'm ridiculously happy about this purchase. Look at this bottle, like it is so, so beautiful. Even the box that it comes in is really beautiful and like sturdy. Just something to note, I suppose. From Jouer, I got the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Lace. Now I'm going to test this as well in the coming week because this is the latest or second latest shade. It is super fair, but I am super fair most of the year, and I recently used up a concealer that was out of my like super fair concealer stash, so that's why I got this shade. I still have a ton of concealers I can use all summer, but I'm going to test this out and make sure, you know, it doesn't break me out or anything first, and then it'll just kind of sit in my drawer until the fall time, I imagine. This has been so raved about. This one and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I couldn't really decide which one I wanted. I don't have a lot of high coverage concealers in my collection right now. This says it's a creaseless soft matte formula with hyaluronic acid, and I'm just really excited to get this one. I think I already said this is in Lace, which is fair with light, fair with neutral undertones. That's what I was trying to say. And the last product I picked up is from Milk Makeup. This is my first Milk Makeup product, and this is the Kush Lip Balm, and I got mine in the shade Cannatonic. I've heard really good things about this. It's actually not that expensive compared to other tinted lip balms at Sephora. It's cruelty-free, and I just wanted something that is going to be nourishing while also giving me a bit of a tint. I really love tinted lip balms, and having them in my collection, it's just a really nice natural type of pink shade, and I'm really, really excited to test that product out as well. So that is everything that I've picked up from Sephora for the VIB sale. I hope you guys are really excited about what I picked up for you for my 1K giveaway. And like I said, I didn't break my low buy rules. I have a toddler running full on into my door. What, baby? Let me know if you would like for me to do a follow-up haul. I know I didn't get anything overly exciting because of my low buy. Like, I didn't buy any fancy eyeshadow palettes or cool lipsticks or anything, but I mean, I did get a lot of things that are new to me. The only thing that's a repurchase is the primer water, but this is one of the scented ones, which I haven't tried before, and everything else I would be testing for the first time. So leave me your feedback in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry you're gonna hear the kids screaming in the background. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!